That's enough. That's enough. Poof!
Are we ready?
So now's the big question, will it start? No. No, it won't.
Okay, so this is my Mark 1 Ford Sierra. Had this now for I think 6 years, maybe 7 years. Haven't done anything with it since I got it. Had it stored undercover at a friend's place for 18 months, and then it's been sat here. The engine did turn over when we got it. I think it still turns over now, but we haven't done anything with it. We just never had time really, never got around to try and start it for whatever reason, or there's something else going on. So today we will be basically seeing if we've got a spark, I guess, because there's spare ignition parts inside the car, which makes me think they might have had problems with it. So yeah, we'll just take the plugs out, put some oil around the bores, take the air filter cover off, see what state the carb's in, might pull the rocker cover off, put some oil on the rockers, make sure none of the valves are stuck, and crank it over, see if we've got a spark. If we've got a spark, we'll see if it'll start. So first things first, I don't know if it's got any oil, water in it. It's a bit loose. Full of water. That's a good start. A bit concerning that the screw for the header tank's come loose. Never mind. I know it needs a new master cylinder for the brakes, but apart from that, I don't know. It did have oil in it. And luckily, still has lots of oil in it. So, let's get going. First thing I'm going to do is set spark plugs out, and then what we'll do is we'll squirt some WD-40 down the bores. One, 2, 3. I will leave number 4 at the back where it fits. Need a universal joint for that one. Looks nice and clean. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Beautiful and clean. Excellent. Right, so we've put some WD down there and it'll be working its magic while we play with the air filter. Hopefully there's no big hollows in the centre of the piston, so the WD will get to where I want it to go. And not just fill the centre of the piston up, hopefully it'll get around the rings and that. So that'll do for that for now. Yeah, air filter off. Now we can pull the rocker off, rocker cover off. Not bothered about the cam belt at the moment because it's a Pinto. If it does break, it won't damage the valves or do any damage to the engine, so that's good. Yeah, let's get some tools. Don't know what they're for, maybe the battery. We'll find out eventually. So originally I bought this, I was going to do an RS200 kit car. And it worked out cheaper to buy a car for donor parts, you know, than to buy all the parts that you need for the RS200 separately. So yeah, we see this at a good price and I bought it. But since then, I have realised that I don't have the time, the space or the finances to do the RS200 project. So what I was thinking with this, if anyone remembers the old film Days of Thunder, what about putting on this, the old mellow yellow livery? So paint it black, mellow yellow livery, make it like a little mini Thunderbird, I guess. But yeah, that's what my thinking was, and then we can like paint the windows with vinyl tinting or whatever to make it look more authentic. And then it'll just be something that I can afford, that's different. So yeah, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on that, or any other ideas what you think we can do to it. And I'll probably need some information about different things on it as we go. Okay, so ooh, that's coming off easy, isn't it? So we might need some brake cleaner on there. But the question is, Okay, that works. I'm guessing it's electronic choke, is it? I don't know, but I think, like, yeah, maybe I can at least come off and have a good clean. If anyone knows where I can get bits for these carbs from, if it needs it, that'd be great. Much appreciated. So yeah, take the valve cover off, squirt a bit of oil on the valves, just give them a tap, make sure none of them are stuck next. Don't make that one easy, do they? Where's my magnet? Getting a bit ahead of myself there. Two little bolts on the front here. I'm guessing they hold the rocker cover on too. I should be able to get a tap loose. Something could drop in the engine now instead. Knowing my luck. Right, one washer's come off. With the bolt. That one stayed on, that's fine. We'll leave it on there. Don't get a pry bar. A tapping instrument. Ah, I see, it's behind the rocker cover. Well, behind the timing cover, I should say. So, how do we get that off without breaking it so that comes out easily? Take the bolt out of there. Pull the case forwards. I think that'll be an easier way, as it doesn't snap on me. 10mm spanner. Ah, there's a crusty water hose in the way. Oh, that is crusty too. There we go. Beautiful. It's nice and oily. Okay, still want to take that off though. Really? No, I think we're going to do it. My God, we're good. Right, so we'll put some oil on the cams. Oh my gosh, the amount of wear on that camshaft is horrific. It's definitely due a new cam. Don't know how well you can see that, but like number one, the wear on that is got to be 10 thou. Easily 10 thou, maybe 15. Yeah, so we'll put some oil on here and then we'll put the battery on, crank it over and see what happens. Will it fit? Kind of. Almost. Just a little bit. That's it. Oh, it's beautiful, Father.
Is that my one?
Yes, that's your one.
Yeah. It should be charged. I did charge it again.
Making sure it works for you, that's all.
It did work. It did charge.
Need my little spanner off here now. Oh. Silly place to put a water hose. Right in front of the boat. Yeah. Lovely. Right, tighten that up then. Yeah. We're on. Shall we give it a test? Have ignition lights, have blue pressure lights. Woo! Turns over okay.
Yeah, it's turning over all right, yeah.
I might have put a bit too much WD-40 down the bores. But at least I lubricated.
It's blowing it out now.
That's good, it's got plenty of lubrication.
It's blowing it everywhere.
Battery will go flat in a minute. Right, distributor cap off. What do you think we're going to find in there, Father?
Where?
Inside the distributor. A whole host of nice presents or nice and clean?
Should be clean.
Oh yeah. Well, that's new.
Looks like new, that does.
Got carbon in it. Give that a quick clean with the old emery cloth.
The rotor.
Yeah. And there's electronic ignition with a Hall effect sensor by the look of it. Job is a good one. Right, let's give that a quick clean with some emery. We'll try to clean. Done inside there too, so it makes good contact down here. Looks pretty clean on the shaft, but I should give that a clean as well, shouldn't I really? Shouldn't I, Father? irritating. Dizzy cap's back on. Right, we'll put, we're going to put number 4 plug in, shall we? We know what firing order's going to be then, don't we? Getting a bit carried away, wasn't I? Ahead of myself. Okay. What's a strobe? Ready? Nothing. Nothing. Right, let's see if we've got power to the coil. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it?
The what?
The coil, see if there's power there, that'll be a good start. First thing, do we have any power to the coil? 12.5 volt in, 12.5 volt out. Right, so it's not being told to spark, is it? Right, let's trace some wiring then. So we have no spark, we have 12 volt going in, 12 volt coming out the coil. Cranked it over with the 2 green wires that come out the coil. Plugged into the power probe, and there's no earth off of that. I'm guessing it's a Hall effect sensor in the Dizzy. Has on it, so you can see what wire's which. Let's get this little cover off. Tell you what's what. So we have a brown wire which has nothing. My ignition off. That was earthing before. Why was that earthing before when it's not now? Aha. Because I have unplugged the ECU. So with the ECU disconnected, there's nothing. Just plug that back in quickly. Right. There we go, makes more sense. So the brown wire has earth to it. Goes to earth. The yellow and green, I think it is. Yep, yellow and green has a good earth to it, and the red and grey, I think it is an intermittent earth when it's disconnected. I would have thought that one of them would have had a live going to it, but I'm not sure. If anyone knows, in the comments, please let me know, because I'm just kind of guessing in the dark here. Next thing I'm going to do is just see if there's any power going into the ECU anywhere. And if not, we'll have to consult the Haynes manual. Power going in. Nothing. Power going into that one. Nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. And nothing on them. So there's power going in on the first terminal. If you can see that. Earth on that one. And then power going in on that one. Whether that's right, wrong, I don't know, but there's power going in, so I'm guessing it's not a problem with somebody putting an isolator on it anywhere to stop the ignition working. I don't know, maybe it needs another power, but if anyone knows, just let us know in the comments, because I never worked on one before, so I haven't got a clue. back in. There we go. So yeah, any help would be much appreciated. Right, had a look in the book, and what the book says to do is to see if the Hall effect sensor basically is working in some kind of fashion, or the ignition control module, either or. It says to use a 21 watt bulb, 12 volt, and put it between high and low tension connectors. Sorry, put it between the two low tension connectors, so that'd be the 12 volt into the coil and the signal wire from the distributor to the coil. So put the bulb in there, and it says crank the engine. Then theoretically, when the Hall effect sensor tells the ignition coil to cut the positive and make it a negative to trigger the coil to fire, that should then make the bulb flash. So we'll crank it over and see if the bulb flashes. Nothing there. The next thing the book says to do is swap the coil for a different coil, connect it up, rotate it to see if the Hall effect sensor makes the bulb light up by converting the green wires to a negative, which is the switching effect for the coil. If that doesn't work, change the ignition module. Now, this is the engine control module, this isn't the ignition module. So we need to find out now where the ignition module is and make sure it's got all the wires connected to it okay. So we need to trace the wiring loom back and try and find it. So I've looked in the book, and apparently the electronic control module for the ignition control module is somewhere, and I think it's meant to be like down there looking at the book, but I can't see a control module for the ignition itself anywhere. But it shows in the book it's above the chassis rail, and it's got quite a big multi-plug going to it, but I can't see any multi-plugs that would like be of the same description. I can see that there is them two wires there that are missing, or whatever's meant to be on it's missing. There's the brown with the white tracer down there that you can see. Don't know what that does, but wiring goes into the loom, round there, then back up into the ECU, and obviously it goes off somewhere to this control module. But the wiring, there's that there for the indicator, I'm guessing, and then everything else that comes out of the main loom, and it's just here. There is no big multi-plug connector. I mean, it's not there on the light, but I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's meant to be above the chassis rail. I've spoken to a friend who says it should be on the inner wing. I can't see any holes where it should be. Can't see anything down in there. There's nothing behind the battery. Look on the other side. Nothing on the inner wing down in there. No signs of any big connector anywhere. Yeah, at the moment I'm at a complete loss where this ignition module is meant to be. Because I really can't see the module, and where it's meant to be I can't see a connector if the module's not there. So if anybody knows, help will be massively appreciated, because I can't find it, and I'm really confused because it's got the Lucas type ignition on it, It's got the Hall effect sensor with the 3 wires, and I can't find a plug or a ignition module. Please help.
Several days later.
That's enough. That's enough. Poof!
Are we ready?
You tell me when.
Yeah, go on. And again.
1 minute.
Yeah! Gonna go?
Yeah, it's really go that way.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Hang on, let's put some more goo juice in it.
Don't put too much in. You'll flood it.
I would never do that. Go, go, go. I think the timing might be out.
Say, you got the plugs right? 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3. 1, 2, 4, 3.
It's not what the book said. Sure, the book said 1, 3, 4, 2. Let me go and double check.
1, 2, 4, 3 is forward.
I know, that's what I thought it was on. Let me check. Book says 1, 3, 4, 2. That was number 1. Ah, maybe I do. Right, which way does it spin then? Have I gone the wrong way? 1 minute. Bing. Ooh. Right, crank it over. Okay. I think I've got them on back to front.
Eh?
I think I've gone the wrong way. Spins clockwise.
It goes clockwise, doesn't it?
Yeah, hang on.
It should do.
1, 3. 1, 3. Oh. Come here. One, 3. That's 4. That's 2. That's 4.
Your longest lead should be 4.
Should be. I don't need the strobe on now because we know it's going to go. I know one of the leads has got a thingy though. One of the leads is worn through somewhere. I think it's that one. We'll leave one there like that. Let me move this bad boy. Go! Oh, and again.
That is right now.
Yeah, go on. Go.
1 minute. I've got to turn the key back first. No, it's working.
He's alive!
It's working.
Now we need petrol.
That's all it needs now.
Woo! Yes!
The goer.
Yeah! Right, let's try it with the old coil then. Ooh, lovely job. Beautiful. Needs a longer lead because that catches on the ECU. Don't really want that, do we? Because it puts all that power through that. Oh dear. Looks good.
Put it onto its own coil now.
Yeah, 1 minute. Insulation. I've been this excited in a long time. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Go. Go on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, baby. Yes. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do.
Turn the ignition off.
Right, we need petrol next.
Hey?
We need petrol next. Yeah, we do.
So what have you got to do to it then to keep it running now? What, over there?
Put 12 volts to pin 13.
Hey?
Put 12 volts to pin 13 on the ECU. So it's got permanent live. Which I can pull off a coil. That's on the ignition.
Yeah.
But I need to find out really where the wire joins and where it's going to be broke.
It must be a broken wire somewhere there.
Yeah. So we can do that, put a new pin in that, that's a good one. And sort the card out.
It starts from mountains, doesn't it?
Yeah, baby.